Is it true that when you were at St. John's, one of the first courses you played in college was Bethpage Black out in Long Island? Is that true?
Yeah. So the superintendent at the time, his name was Craig Courier, and he used to let us park at the maintenance shed, which is on the third tee, and we would play the inside loop. So no one would know we were there. The course was closed, so we couldn't cross the road. So you'd play 3 through 14, and we were the only people on the golf course. And this was fresh off of Tiger winning the U.S. Open there. It was the first time I had ever been on a major championship golf course. It was just really special.
And obviously the reason why I bring it up, that's where the Ryder Cup is taking place. So that's going to be a neat full circle moment for you, I would imagine, right?
It really is. It's surreal. I still now I can't believe it's happening. But I have a lot of some of my favorite memories with the St. John's golf team, walking around Bethpage with, normally at Bethpage, there's, people are playing, it's jammed, and we're out there by ourselves playing an eightsome, with a money game with all of our buddies. And, and then now, fast forward, we're going to be out there representing our country, trying to win the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, the ultimate figurative money game, that's for sure. You know what I mean? And obviously, it begs the question, and I'm sure you were asked it all weekend. You've been asked it over the last couple of weeks. Is when you're at Bethpage Black in September, will you be the captain, or will you be a player on the team that you've chosen, or will you be both, Keegan?
Well, I'll definitely be at least the captain. That's for sure. I have a great vice captains around me that are there for me. If that does happen, I will do whatever is best, what I think is best for the team. Certainly me winning last week has changed sort of the stance that we had before that. I never would have played on the team if I hadn't won. It definitely changes things a little bit, but we still got 2 months before the Ryder Cup, or 3 months. And we're going to make the best decision. If me playing is going to help the team, then we're going to do that. If it doesn't, then we're not. And we're still a long way away from making that decision.
So technically, are you playing for your spot that you can choose for yourself, Keegan? Did I get that right?
I guess so. It's so strange. It's a really strange thing, because I can't ask any advice to anyone about this. Tiger did it at the President's Cup, which he's been excellent. The Ryder Cup's a little different than the President's Cup, and I'm in there trying to go about this path, and the last person to do it was Arnold Palmer in 1962. So I can't call up a guy and be like, hey, what was your experience doing this? How was it? So we're all learning this as we go, and learning on the fly. But I'm lucky. My vice captains have been great. They'll help me with this decision.
And so how often are you meeting with vice captains in the middle of actually being a player, winning an event last week, and now being in Michigan for this one? Like, what are you doing?
Well, we had dinner. We all had dinner last night, and we're chatting, and but we're talking every day. Every single day we're working on the Ryder Cup. There isn't a day where we're not, planning things out, talking about players, figuring out what we want to do for the team. So this is a daily process, especially as we get closer. Things are ramping up, and we're starting to see the team take shape, and we know a bunch of guys that are going to be on the team, and who we compare them with, when we want to play them, what format. So things are getting serious.
Now, walk me through who's at this dinner. What is that? Who's at the dinner?
So my vice captains right now are Jim Furyk,
right,
Brandt Snedeker, Webb Simpson, and Kevin Kisner. There's one more there that we haven't announced yet that I've been sworn to secrecy, but he'll be announced really soon.
Okay. And in terms of that, who picks up the check for this dinner?
I pick up the check always.
Because you're the captain, or is that what it is?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, this whole process and having these vice captains has been so incredible. Like, I'm so proud of to have them, and when I'm around them, like, I feel really grateful that they're on my side. Like, every decision that I've made for a vice captain, I've been happy with. But then after I have them on board and we have some chats, I'm just so grateful. I couldn't do this without these guys.
Have you hit up Tiger to maybe pick his brain on doing what you said he did at the President's Cup? Obviously, we saw. Have you picked his brain a little bit?
Yes, talking with Tiger. There's been a few people during this process that have been extremely helpful. and, supportive and constantly checking in. And Tiger has been one of them. He's been really someone that I can lean on, really someone that has given me great advice, somebody that I can bounce ideas off of. And, he's going to give me, I'm not looking for someone to agree with me ever. If they don't, I want them to give me their real opinion, and he does that in a great way.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.